today on 2+U Nevada.
Reno has always had a lot of culture. It's just never been brought together. I think Artown has a way of bringing all of the people together.
Artown has been bringing culture and entertainment to the Truckee Meadows for 3 decades. Now, a world-renowned mentalist. Details about the Illusionists table.
This is very common to put this underneath, so you kind of just elevate this t-shirt.
And fall fashion ideas. When it's hot during the day and cool at night, layers are what you need. Monica Rios from JaDa Loft Boutique brings the style this afternoon.
It's a chance for people to reconnect with their Burning Man community, and if they've never burned Burning Man, it's a chance for people to experience a bit of the spirit of Burning Man.
Plus, chock full of free fun. We look ahead to the weekend activities in the Truckee Meadows. You're watching 2+U Nevada. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of 2+U Nevada. I'm Sarah Johns, your host. Okay, I love me some Trader Joe's. Now, I'm not saying I don't love Rayleigh's, Save Martin, Winco, but Trader Joe's has those totes. You know what I mean. For some reason, the totes have become all the rage. Yesterday, TJ's released a new Halloween-inspired line of mini totes. And did you see the line of people waiting for the store to open to purchase the totes? Now, I will say I learned the hard way with their hot pink tote that if you don't get a tote in time, you'll be able to find them on eBay. I went online just a bit ago and found the Halloween mini totes for sale, anywhere from one for nearly $20 to a pack of 4 for $43. Now, I'm not judging here, but paying that much for a reusable bag just isn't my jam. Good news, I just called the Shade and Summit Trader Joe's, and Gabe there tells me that they have a ton of them. In fact, I think he used the term mountain of a pile of these Halloween mini totes. And they're only $2.99 each. There is a limit of 4. We have a great show for you today. Are you still looking for Halloween costumes? We've got another great thrift store option for you. And this one comes with some love for our 4-legged family members. Plus, fashion, arts, events, and television programming. We are running the gamut on the fun. We're thrilled to have you joining us today for 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I'm very excited to have Mike Kendall here. He's the co-CEO of Sarkes Tarzian. That's the company that owns Channel 2, KTVN, 2 News Nevada, plus 2+U Nevada, and I am so excited to have you here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
I am equally excited. Let me welcome you to the 2 News Nevada family. We are so excited to have you here. Couldn't think of a better person to host this new show, something that we are looking forward to being a new part of our exciting future in local programming. It's great to meet you.
It's so nice to meet
you. I've loved watching the show.
Yay! All right, so enough blowing smoke. It is very rare to have a CEO of a media company sit down with a local broadcaster. So thank you very much. And I felt it was very important for us to sit down with you because many people don't know about affiliations or the difference between a station owner and an affiliation. So let's talk Sarkes Tarzian.
Okay.
And it's not CBS.
It is not CBS. And those relationships they can be a little complicated and complex, but the easiest way to think about it is 2 News Nevada, Sarkes Tarzian and 2 News Nevada is responsible for getting everything you see on Channel 2 to your homes, to your digital devices. We are not necessarily responsible for all the content you see. So when you're watching primetime programming at night, that comes from CBS. If you're a sports fan on Saturday or Sunday and your game's not on, you can call CBS and complain. But all those exciting football games. I may
have emailed the CEO that my husband had to watch his Chiefs game elsewhere.
That is not our responsibility. We can only carry what CBS furnishes us. But our bread and butter is the content that we bring to you during local news, programs like this. When there's bad weather breaking, we keep the community informed. And anytime there's a public safety issue, we can communicate with the community through our robust local newsroom. We're invested in doing all of that. So that content comes from us. might be the easiest way to think about that affiliate relationship.
And let's talk television, because Sarkes Tarzian actually has television and radio. So let's stick with the television realm. We've seen the power of affiliates in these recent weeks.
Yeah.
And does a network listen to affiliates? Can you talk about that?
Oh, absolutely. And we listen to our viewers, and we can be a conduit for you if there's something that you don't like on CBS. Of course, we can't fix the NFL schedule, but you can certainly reach out to us and let us know of something that you may have seen on CBS that doesn't sit well with you, or let us know what you like. Local programming, we want to hear from you all the time. If you're out in the grocery store and run into Ariana or Ryan, stop them. They would love to say hello and let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. But we can certainly be a conduit to the network as well.
Because the network has an affiliate board, right? And
They do.
The affiliates then report to the network what the thought process is of their local community.
They do. And some of our executive level colleagues are also involved at the NAB level. That's the National Association of Broadcasters. So Pam Teague, who is our Chief Revenue Officer at our corporate headquarters, sits on the board there. And we also belong to the Independent Television Group, who have board members on the affiliate boards at all four of the major networks. So there are ways that we can influence the bigger networks.
Fantastic. Okay, with about 90 seconds left.
Okay.
And I know that you understand that. Tell me a little bit about Sarkes Tarzian, the namesake.
Oh, absolutely. Well, when I tell people I work for Sarkes Tarzian, they usually say, "What is Sarkes Tarzian?" And it's like the old Jeopardy, the wrong answer. It's not what is Sarkes Tarzian, it's who was Sarkes Tarzian. He was a person, and he was our founder. He emigrated from Turkish Armenia in the early 1900s, got his engineering degrees, and became quite an accomplished engineer. He was also a patriot. He developed something called the proximation fuse. This was a device that helped us in World War II and win the war against the Nazis in Europe. And then he created and developed and launched television stations. He launched the first 24/7 new television station in the state of Indiana, WTTV, and then launched some radio stations. And then in the early 80s, we acquired a couple of television stations, the CBS here in Reno, KTVN, and the NBC in Chattanooga, WRCB Channel 3 in Chattanooga. We're a small company, but we owe it all to Sarkes Tarzian. He was quite an American story.
Yeah, people at home would not be watching TV or listening to FM radio if it weren't for Sarkes Tarzian.
He invented a lot of the components to television as we know it today, and even manufactured the parts in our corporate headquarters of Bloomington, Indiana.
Well, I thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks
for explaining the difference between affiliates and the networks. I think that's really a value for our friends at home.
I hope I did. And I'm so excited about this program because this has an interactive component. So this is going to be a program for the community. This is going to be a chance for us to showcase local businesses, local families, churches, nonprofits, and really play a role in the community. And you're going to lead the way. So
thank you, sir. Thank you. You are watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I'm so excited to have Beth McMillan here, the Executive Director of Artown. Beth, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh, thank you for including me. I love this.
Thank you. We have a very new show, and you're one of our earliest guests.
Wow, I am so pleased you contacted me. Thank you so much.
Beth and I have gone way back. I mean, we have been friends our town's been around 30 years. Has
Correct.
it been
This
that
is
long?
our 30th anniversary.
Can you get over? So talk about Artown and the 30 years and what you have truly done to bring culture and art to our community.
Well, you know, our 30th anniversary was a really big deal. We needed to make sure that we really made a statement in our community. We brought in those beautiful Alabria spirit animals from Mexico City.
Right outside the Pioneer Center.
Right,
They were gorgeous.
right. And in front of the old post office. We had so many more events this year. We had over 600 events in 31 days. We couldn't be in Wingfield Park because they're doing the Arlington Street Bridge. So we took all of our events that were in Wingfield Park, we took them up to Rancho San Rafael. And the county was fantastic to work with. We put up a stage, and because of what we have done at the county, at Rancho San Rafael, they are building a permanent amphitheater in that exact spot.
Well, really?
Not only for
our town.
Well, but it's not only for our town, it's for the whole community. You know, we need a venue north of town. We've got Bartley Ranch, we've got downtown. What do we have north of town? A new amphitheater coming.
That is fantastic. And our community has such a need for it now. And I personally feel our town is to take credit for the culture that our community has gained throughout 30 years, 3 decades prior to our town. You know, there was a lot of discussion that Reno didn't have a lot of culture.
Right, and I think Reno has always had a lot of culture. It's just never been brought together. I think our town has a way of bringing all of the people together, the community, the audience members, the artists, the arts organizations, the nonprofit industry. We're able to bring it all together in the month of July. And sort of, I remember somebody called us like a Whitman sampler of the arts in the whole of July.
What a compliment.
We're very multidisciplinary. So we include everything, whether it's culinary arts or fashion or historic events, all kinds of music, all kinds of dance, all kinds of theater, many events and workshops for children.
Yes, and I want to credit you because it allows families to take a look at what different opportunities there are out there. For example, dance. Do you want to do tap? Do you want to do ballet? Do you want to, and they can go see those performances thanks to Artown.
Exactly. They can test it out and try it out. And you never know whose life you're going to change just by a workshop or a performance.
Yeah.
So I feel very, very fortunate to be able to really showcase the arts for our community. And I have a terrific team to help me do that. So
you guys do this all through the month of July, but Artown really is throughout the entire year, and you look to elevate and bring some amazing acts to town throughout the year that will then help fund programming in July, correct?
That's one of the reasons. The other reason is sometimes those artists are never available in July. Not all artists are available in July because they might be doing a European tour, a Canadian tour. They might not be available. So some artists are only available during the other 11 months of the year. We want to make sure there is a funding stream to feed the festival financially. You're absolutely right. And it's a way for Artown to stay on everybody's mind year-round. So we're here for everybody.
And you have an amazing event coming up in just a couple weeks in mid-October.
Next week.
Next week. All right. Who is he?
Can you believe it's already mid-October, right?
Don't get me started.
So yes, we are bringing back for the 4th time, we're bringing back At the Illusionist Table. So Scott Sylvan is a master mentalist and illusionist. He comes to us directly from Scotland, and he grew up, you know, in the, not the moors, but he grew up in Scotland, in the forest, with his grandfather, telling stories, and he brings those stories into a theatrical setting. The theatrical setting is not a stage and a proscenium arch as we know it. It is a dinner table. It's a dinner party for 24 people. 24 people and Scott sit around this dinner table. And Mark Esty from Liberty, our amazing chef, customizes the dinner to go with the story, to go with Scott's story. So everything is choreographed, the timing. We have 24 people at the dinner, but we have 12 waiters. Wow. So everything's choreographed. The meals are all choreographed. They're all themed according to Scott's story. And the entire time you're sitting having this dinner, which has whiskey tastings, is paired with wine. It's got everything. It's the best dinner party you will ever go to. And all throughout the dinner party, Scott is reading people's minds. He doesn't know who these people are. All there is in front of them is a little name card with Sarah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so to get those name cards and to get tickets, where do people go?
They can go to artown.org and get the information there, but ultimately they need to call my office at 775-322-1538 because a conversation with Mike in my office will really help everybody to understand there is a reception ahead of time.
He's getting information to feed to the Scott guy.
No! We wish. No. I mean, it's really interesting. When we were setting the table one time when Scott was here, I said, oh, let's put this on a bowl. He goes, you never want a bowl. Not in an Eluja's show. People are going to think you've got something in there, you know. So he knows that it's got to be as blank as possible. And we said it, we convert a space into a old Scottish castle dining room.
Beth, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. So excited to have Monica Rios of JaDa Loft here this afternoon. We are talking fall fashion. And of course, it's that time of year, Monica, where it seems like one day it's hot, the next day it's cold, one morning it's warm, in the afternoon it's freezing. So layers, it's all about the layers.
It is. It's all about layering and how to do so in a way that keeps you comfortable and ready for the weather that is so all over the place.
All over the place.
Yes.
And first of all, I have to say thank you so much for letting me borrow this pumpkin sweater because, of course, spooky season.
It's around the corner.
It is around the corner. Now let's talk layers. And what I love, especially going through hot flashes a lot, I'm layering anyway, and I don't want to look like an old lady when I'm layering. So
Yes.
I've got some really cute trends here. What I love, you brought in a spaghetti strap dress, which a lot of women have spaghetti strap dresses.
Absolutely.
From
just
the
hanging in
summer,
our
hanging
in our closet.
In your closet. So show me what you have underneath it.
So we refer to these as just a transitional piece, and so it is a lace piece. It's lightweight, but it's enough to give you coverage. And as you can see, so this dress, obviously the colors that are here are very much fall, but it takes us right in from, let's say, summer into fall by just adding this. And of course, if we were to add a jacket, so for example, the one that I am currently wearing, this would be a little more casual. And then we also have Sarah right beside you. You've got a double-breasted sweater coat, and this one is not going out of style anytime soon, ladies.
I love this coat.
It's got a really nice weight to it. It comes in multiple colors, but this is a great piece to take then the same exact dress, and then now we are taking it and kind of elevating it, right? So if we do this here, it just makes it a nice
This is like a dinner date.
It
like
would-
going out,
it would be.
elevating it and making it elegant.
yes.
And this coat, you said, is a cashmere blend.
It is.
So soft.
It is.
It's fantastic. Okay, show us some other ideas. What I love is that you're bringing in ideas, multiple pieces, and you're taking it from super casual, and you're also then elevating it to like a date. For example,
Yes.
this t-shirt.
So if we were to do so, game day, this is a nice, just t-shirt, and a lot of, this is very common to put this underneath. So you kind of just elevate this t-shirt, and then we got these shorts that you can put on. And so this would be cute with just, if it's casual and you're just hanging out, but you're at a sports bar, you can do some boots with this. And then again, if we were to nix the t-shirt and we were to do this here with some tights and maybe some tall boots, for example, and then again with this cashmere blend coat. Now I have it with the dress, but if we were to do this, then you, perfect.
I got the dress.
So
There we
then
go.
now you have just a very nice date night look, and literally you can go from t-shirt, to moving into a date night.
Now I'm going to age myself here, but you're saying to wear this with these shorts. What are you wearing underneath it?
So you would do it. That's a great question. You would do a cami. So depending upon, so for example, we've got
fine.
this one right here. So you could do and all of us ladies, we have camis at home, right? So any type of basic cami you could do underneath this. If you are younger and you just want to do a bralette, and Sarah's right to your left, you could do something like that and go underneath that. and do this, and then some tights, again, just depending on weather. And there you go.
Opaque tights.
Opaque tights.
Okay.
I know a lot of ladies also like the lace like embroidered.
I love these pants. And then that too, also you'd have the bralette and
That's
this
right.
lace shirt.
And again, if you're more conservative, then you would just do a nice basic cami underneath there.
Yep, that's wonderful. And what I love about this is you have a handful of pieces, let's say a few pieces, but how many outfits do we have here?
Yes.
We have at least a dozen outfits.
You really can take just one piece and mix it and match it. So denim is always a great go-to. Denim is not going anywhere, ladies. So I'm wearing a maxi denim skirt from the store. This one happens to be, it's a classic jacket, so the fit is a classic denim, but it has the embroidered roses in here. And so again, you can take this and throw it on and elevate your outfit.
All right, we only have a few seconds left. So tell us about your event coming up in October.
Oh, yes. So you don't want to miss out. It's a free community event. It is Saturday, October 18th at our South location, South Virginia Neal Road. It's from 12 to 4. All the kiddos, there's going to be contests where every child wins. We'll be giving out candy, totes, and there's a lot of vendors, and it's going to be a really great event. So October 18th, 12 to 4, South location.
Wonderful. The address of your South location?
6405 South Virginia Street, and the crossroad is Neal Road.
Monica, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for inviting me.
You're watching 2+U Nevada.
You are watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, Scott Huber from the University of Nevada Experiment Station and Ag Farm. I mean, it's a really long title, so will you just say it for me?
Sure. It's a Senior Assistant Director and Research Coordinator for the Nevada Agricultural Experiment Station.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here this afternoon.
You bet. Thank you, Evan.
You have a big announcement coming tomorrow. Now, it is invite only, but tomorrow a new building's opening. Talk about that.
So we've been working on a new farm science center at our main station field lab, which is in East Reno. And it's been in the works for quite some time, and tomorrow's our official grand opening.
Now, the Science Center brings a lot to the students who are working out at Wolfpack Meats, at the farm, right? What are some of the things in that facility?
Yeah, so really it's really a critical piece for us to expand our programs. So this will improve both our meat science, our agricultural science, and veterinary and wildlife programs as well. So the classroom is really well thought out to kind of cater to those needs for those folks. We have a new high-tech smart classroom. And so besides the teaching platform, we have small group pod systems in there where students can develop new presentations and work on projects.
What I thought was interesting too is you said that this building now has a necropsy site, and where were students doing that in the past?
Yeah, so most necropsies, especially when you look at large animals, might be at the site where that animal died. And so it's oftentimes difficult to move those animals in. And so with our necropsy lab, we have it's adjacent to our classroom, so it's literally just right through the doors. We have cold storage units, and so we're able to store those animals. We have overhead rails to transport them to a necropsy table. So a lot more formal than what oftentimes is done in the field.
And necropsy, by the way, is just like autopsy, but for an animal.
Correct.
And why is that important for these students to be learning how to perform, do, and learn from those?
Yeah, so when an animal dies, oftentimes it's unknown. So anytime we have an opportunity to take a look at that animal, as you mentioned, kind of the animal autopsy, it gives us an insight as to what might have caused that. So we have pre-veterinary students there. We've got animal science students as well. So having that hands-on ability to see what's going on during this necropsy, to assist in some cases with our professors as well.
And this building is also going to be hosting, you said, the meat sciences, and there's a lot of development and a lot of stuff happening in that avenue at the university. Please go into that.
Yeah, so probably for the last 2 years we've been developing a new feedlot program. With some improvements over the last 2 years to Wolfpack Meats, which is our meat slaughtering facility there on site, we've invested into a 3-year project to develop a new feedlot program. And so our first year is really focused on some much needed upgrades in infrastructure. We're purchasing new equipment, so we've got new feed wagons, we've got new tractors and sorts to take care of the animal needs. And really excited about what we call our new feed intake systems. And essentially what that is an animal's outfitted with a little electronic ear tag, and we're able to identify how much that animal eats and how much it weighs.
By the ear tag?
By the ear tag. And so when they go up to this feed bunk, it'll either open the gate and say you can eat, or it restricts that intake.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And does that help you determine the growth of the animal to be butchered?
Yeah, it does. And so it's really an important tool that we have not had before. So from a production standpoint, we can decide, how much did we put into that animal to get it to that 1,200 pound state compared to the one next door. And so we can look at efficiency. So how much did we put in? And in the livestock industry, that affects your bottom dollar. Mm-hmm. And so we can make decisions on who we keep, who we get rid of, as well as our breeding programs.
Fantastic. Okay, this is not meant to be a gotcha question, but where does the meat from Wolfpack Meats go? And can someone like me just go and buy it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a full retail sales there at the farm. And so the public's open to come in and buy meat. We do custom butchering as well. So some of the livestock that we process through Wolfpack Meats is university-owned animals, but we also do a lot of custom kill as well.
Wow. And so if we, like the layperson or just person on the street, went in to go purchase from Wolfpack Meats, we are contributing to the students.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have 3 livestock operations. We've got the one here in Reno. We have sheep and cattle. We have a rangeland cattle operation just north of Austin, Nevada, and a large rangeland sheep operation in Eureka, Nevada. So we're sourcing those animals from those locations to this new feedlot program and providing greater ability for our researchers as well as throughput in Wolfpack Meats.
Thank you so much for joining us this
Absolutely.
afternoon. We're so excited for everything new that's happening just down the street from us.
Just down the street, we're excited.
Well, thank you for being here. You're watching 2+U Nevada. Watching 2+U Nevada. So excited to have Sydney and Sammy Denham here from the SPCA of Northern Nevada. Sammy, obviously a proud rescue of yours.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. This is a pleasure.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming. We are talking Halloween, and typically when people think of the SPCA, they think of being able to adopt beautiful pets like Sammy.
Absolutely.
But you also have an amazing thrift store on Moana.
Yes, we like to say we are so much more than just an adoption center. We do have that thrift store location as well, and it's a wonderful resource for us to have because every proceed that we generate goes straight towards the pets in our care and our community programs as well. So,
and the reason we're talking about the thrift store today is because we are getting down to crunch time for coming up with Halloween costume ideas.
Absolutely.
And I mean, if Sammy's any indication and if you're any indication, I bet the thrift store has something.
Oh yes, we love Halloween time. This is seriously our favorite month for the store. We go all out. So every day leading up to Halloween has its own dress up day. And then we will also have daily sales that you can look forward to. But yeah, like you said, if you're doing crunch time last minute shopping for a costume, for yourself or your pet, please consider visiting the SPCA of Northern Nevada thrift store.
And you've got a goodie bag.
Yes, so I brought my little treasure bag. If you can see too, this is a tote bag that's available for sale at the thrift store.
It's super cute.
And so, you can buy one and then put all of your treasures in it. So I'm gonna pull them out one at a time. We have a cute little small dog Halloween costume, and it comes with a prop. Let me find it. So these things here, let's see if it has a price.
Okay, so what I love is this is Toy Story.
Oh, Sammy loves the prop.
Oh my gosh, that's
He's
funny.
like, this is dog approved.
Way to go, Sammy. All right, we'll give him the rope.
Yes,
We'll give Sammy
but,
the rope. But I love that it's a Yellowstone rope. For those of you who like Yellowstone.
Oh my gosh, we get really great brands sometimes. So we do have pre-loved items, but we also have new items, and especially for the pet care section, it's really wonderful. He has this cute little collar that we got from there, and this sweater. Just
I don't know if you
$10
can see it. I'm going to
for
lift
both
it
of
up
those
for a
things.
little, so that way people can see the darling jack-o'-lantern pattern on it. So you have multiple of these
We
at your
have,
store?
yes. He's wearing an extra large right now. It's a little big, but we have all sizes
And
available.
how much does he weigh?
And he weighs 40 pounds.
Okay.
So yeah, he would probably do well in a medium because it is really stretchy, as you could see. But yeah, we have lots of costumes available. One more here. This is for your cat. If you have a cool enough cat that will let you dress it up, guys. I'm not sure how tolerant it will be, but this is absolutely precious. Oh, here, if you can zoom in on the picture, it's got like this cute little hat that it wears. I don't know.
With
We'll see.
horns,
Yeah.
double horns.
So if
But
someone
hold it up because they're zooming in.
if someone can get their cat in this, please take a picture and tag us in it.
And tag 2+ Nevada.
Yes,
too.
absolutely. This is
exactly.
precious.
No. Okay. So seriously though, if you have your pets in costume, and especially if you bought them at any of the stores that we highlight throughout this month for 2+ Nevada, you have to tag it. You have to tag us on our social media, and you also have to send it in to us because that's the whole plus you part. So send us your pets
Yeah,
in
I want to
costume.
feature those cute pictures.
Absolutely. Okay. What else? Do you
Okay,
have?
so here we'll also show off. We have wonderful home goods and decor. This is a cute little
Right,
fall
not
pumpkin.
just Halloween,
Right.
but all of fall decor.
Exactly. So, I mean, obviously we have like clothing, accessories, but we really like to tailor and create specific sections for Halloween, Christmas. So it's really easy for people to find those cute little things that they want to bring home.
And you have some like fun themed days and sales for Halloween.
Absolutely. So I have my paper here. So the week leading up, like I said, we have different themed days. So like a pajama day, cartoon character day, animal day, twin day, spooky day, and then free costume dress for Halloween. And if you do show up in your costume, you get an additional discount on your goods that you buy.
And that's very important for any of you last minute looking for Halloween costume shoppers. Like,
Guilty.
Guilty. You are open on Halloween, which is also Nevada Day.
Right. And so we also have a perk with that. If you show up with a valid Nevada ID, you also get an additional discount. So we make it affordable for you guys. You know, we really appreciate the support. And like I said, all proceeds go back to our life-saving mission. So it's a win-win. You get a good deal for yourself and you're saving lives at the same time.
Sydney, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us
so
this
much.
afternoon.
This was so much fun.
You're watching 2+ Nevada. You are watching 2+ Nevada, and joining us this afternoon, Will Truce, co-founder of the Brewery District, as well as co-founder of Black Rabbit Mead Company. Will, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So talk to me about the Brewery District, West 4th Street, right? This is such a cool place and happening place in town.
No doubt. Yeah, so we're located just east of downtown Reno, between Evans and Sutro, and it's named the Brewery District for a lot of different reasons. Of course, there's a ton of breweries. There has been since at least one brewery since the early 1900s, and it's exponentially growing breweries. But there's a lot more than just breweries down there. In fact, when I think of a brewery, I don't just think of the making of beer. I think of community. I think of celebration. I think of exploring the arts and technology in the past and the future. And really, that's what our district's about.
Yeah, in that vein, that Brewery District, that truly is the ethos of community.
Yeah, I like to think of the Brewery District almost as a microcosm of Reno itself. You know, it has a really rich history. It's fallen on some challenging times, and it's being incredibly revitalized right now. And we're steeped in industries both that are essential to our lives, but also are really creative and fun. And we're just really excited about our future altogether, and just bringing a diverse group of people together in our neighborhood to see what we're all about. And have a
And
good time.
it's thanks to entrepreneurs like you. Now, the Brewery District hosting a fun event this weekend, Decompression. That's a part of Burning Man.
Yeah, so it's one of a few official Burning Man decompressions, and what it is, it's a chance for people to reconnect with their Burning Man community, and if they've never burned Burning Man, it's a chance for people to experience a bit of the spirit of Burning Man as well. And so you're going to have a lot of live electronic, a lot of big, beautiful art mutant cars. You're going to have live fire performances. And then we got food, you got drink, and most of all, you got community, and you got a diversity of people to come check it out.
And what's interesting, it's very rare, but the Brewery District, because it's the host location of decompression, is actually closing a part of 4th Street. So that's also something folks need to be aware about.
No doubt. And it's something that we rarely do, but we're starting to do it more and more for some of these big neighborhood events, because it just allows people to safely move around the neighborhood, grab a drink from one place, go on to another, check out a mutant car, check out some fire performances, and not worry about more traditional cars zooming about, and it just really helps it feel like a big celebration.
And Will, you're not only a part of the Brewery District and Black Rabbit Mead Company and helping to host the decompression, but you're also involved ancillarily with the Great Pumpkin Festival.
Yeah, so Black Rabbit, we do a lot. Of course, historically, we're known for our hard honey cider made from local honey, but we actually have a full bar filled with alcohols and non-alcohols, which are all predominantly locally sourced. Our ethos is that we are a celebration of our local community and ecosystem. And of course, one of the funnest and best ways to do that is taking part in events, that are really celebratory. So we're proud to be a part of the decompression, but we're also proud to be a part of the Great Pumpkin Festival happening this Saturday in Idlewild Park. Also family friendly, and but a very different experience at that festival.
No fire performers there at that one?
Not that we know of, but we'll, and so we'll see what happens. But what there'll be live music all day long. We got 100+ vendors as a part of the Great American Craft Fair. We got a lot of tasty fall-inspired things to eat and things to drink. And we got the beautiful trees, the grass, the river, the pond, all the geese and ducks, and just tons of people from your community coming down to celebrate fall.
And pumpkins.
And pumpkins, yeah. How could I forget? There's a big pumpkin patch there as well that we set up. It happened this last Saturday, and this next Saturday is your last opportunity to check it out.
And it's free to attend.
It is free to attend. Yeah, that's a great point. So the Reno decompression, one does have to pay to attend that. So that's from 3 to 11 p.m. There's some great late night sets, some of which are free after that. But the Great Pumpkin Festival is free for all and goes from 11 to 7 o'clock.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Appreciate you and all that you guys are doing over there.
Thank you.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. Is your household a Lego household? You know, those bricks are for kids of all ages. Well, guess what? A new video game not only features Lego building bricks, it was made from them. Rick Damagella has this story.
Let's meet our contestants. There's over 1 gazillion combinations.
Lego Party, as the name implies, is a party game where the pieces, the board, even much of the user interface were made with Lego.
It's an action-packed contest to collect the most gold bricks.
It's a party game, which is a collection of mini games. Compete and play with your friends, ruin friendships, it's basically about ruining friendships, really, and having a lot of fun.
The game's Lego creations had to be hand-placed by the developers at the same scale as if they were building them with real Lego.
There's a fantastic, it's like a Lego CAD program for Bricklink Studio, and it has a library of all the Lego bricks that you can use. And our digital Lego designers, literally every brick is placed brick by brick by brick to be a legally and physically buildable object. This whole game could be built on the floor here, and you could play it with minifigs. In that volcano, there's over 10,000 of them. And I learned some very valuable lesson from that. We built it the first time, and I asked the designer, it's too big, can we make it 10% smaller? To which, after he raged at me, was like, you can't just scale a volcano. I have to rebuild it to be smaller.
LEGO Party is out now for PC, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation consoles. Leveling Up in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Too fun. Now a reminder of some of the fun events we've got over this weekend. As Will mentioned, the Great American Craft Fair is presenting the Great Pumpkin Festival. It's a family-friendly, free event that runs from 11 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon this Saturday at Idlewild Park. We are sitting down with the Sierra Arts Foundation tomorrow to tell us more about their inaugural Book Fest this Saturday in downtown Sarkes. It runs from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, and it's free to the public. You'll be able to meet more than 24 local authors, poets, and illustrators. And both Saturday and Sunday this weekend, the 43rd annual Great Italian Festival returns to downtown Reno. Italian performers will be there both days starting at 10 in the morning and running through the day. You can also get Wine Walk tickets online. That's it for this edition of 2+U Nevada. Thank you for inviting us into your home this afternoon. We look forward to joining you every weekday at 3 for 2+U Nevada. 2 News Nevada at 4 starts now.